Hello everybody, Walter here. Welcome to episode 16 of my Let's Play series for Hardspace Shipbreaker. In the last episode we managed to reach rank 17 and with that unlocked the last variation of the Gecko, the Salvage Runner, which is going to be the focus for today. So with that in mind, let's jump back into the game, and as usual I'm going to start with a quick look at my equipment. At least once the game is done loading, that is.
Good morning, Cutter 9346-52.
And yeah, first let's do some repairs. Thrusters are still good. Nothing here right now. Yep, more tether lifetime. Thrusters are good. Scanner. Yeah, let's maximize the range. Don't need more oxygen. This is also good. I might want to put some LYNX tokens in here. Just in preparation for the large javelins that will come soon. So we have a few tokens. I might want to increase the lifetime of my main tools a little bit. Okay, that will have to be enough for the moment, so let's have a look at the ships available to us. And we have it already at the very top, the Gecko Salvage Runner. Hazard class 8 and 9 milestones for 36 million. Yeah. Now, I'm personally not really a fan of this ship type, as you will see once we get breaking.
Kai, watch out now. You're gonna want to be a touch more delicate with... Oh, I'm so sorry. Kato, what in the hell are you doing? I'm so sorry, Mr. Rhodes, sir. Okay, Kato, please stop. I need to hear this from you. You have received full shipbreaker training, right?
Yes, I have. These ships are different. They're more complicated.
So you want to be trained on every single ship that might possibly show up in the yard? What about just basic problem-solving skills? Honestly, Kato, I'm a little surprised you're even here. Hal, come on now. In management, we have a saying, disagree and commit. You can disagree with a decision, but you must commit once it's been made. I may say disagree with your place here, Kato, but you are a LYNX shipbreaker, and I am committed to that. Are you committed, Kato?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Well, what are you waiting for? Get back in there and try it again.
And that was actually press in the storyline, if you're listening carefully. Okay, so let's start with depressurizing this compartment here. Fortunately enough, we have a functional regulator.
Decreasing.
Oh, this is also depressurized. And by that is cycling, we might as well
Airlock
do a little
depressurizing.
bit of cutting here. Just in preparation. And there's a second one of these industrial hoists. No, no, we still have a second half of the ship to depressurize. Now this is a Salvage Runner, so basically a ship with lots of mechanical arms on the outside I already got rid of. And lots of internal storage space. Yeah, that is going to be rather annoying. There is a way to handle all of this here. Piece by piece. Yeah, let's do this the right way.
Air pressure level decreasing.
That's right. So this is depressurized, and then I can get this out of the way. Let's grab that as well while we're here.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited. Salvage deposited. Applying
So I
credit
have
to
now
account.
depressurized the cockpit. And now I can get back in via the airlock. Now this takes a little bit of time,
Transferring credits.
but with all of the salvage just floating around into space here, I want to avoid any kind of fuel tanks or whatever is in there self-destructing when the air is getting out too quickly. Okay, so these are all open for some reason. Oh, and the same is open. Yep.
Air pressure level
I
decreasing.
think there's another one in there. With the ECU, but there shouldn't be too much of an issue with just this little regulator there. That's this part done. And now I can go the same way. Once again. I'm wasting a lot of time here, but as I said, I'm not a fan of any of the debris in there self-destructing. Still the compartments on the sides.
Pressurizing.
Let's see. Okay, this doesn't have... Oh, it has one, but it's defect. Yeah, so let's make use of this one.
Air pressure level decreasing.
And that should be all except for the airlock.
Airlock depressurizing.
So now I need to get to the outside, which I can do at the back end. Over here, so let's see. So we have those compartments here, and I might as well start those panels here. Makes life a bit easier later on.
Salvage destroyed. Please revisit your training.
Collectible stuff in there. And now I can get over the ceiling here. And as you can see, we have again our spline. Our spine. Just have to be careful since there are explosive components in the vicinity, and I don't want to get any issues with those. Now, come on, stay in there. When I'm here, I might as well start on these here. So then we have this one here. Especially along those pipes here, I have to be really careful. I might actually want to use just the stinger here, just to be safe. Because this can go wrong very, very quickly. And at the moment, getting to the reactor in case of a meltdown is, let's call it tricky. See, the spine is separated into multiple independent parts already, so very different than the standard version. So, is this side done? Let's see if that works. Yeah. And here we have one part on the side, as we do have over there. As I said, a little bit non-standard configuration there. Oh, this is a long segment. And that's this entire part done. Okay, now we go to the bottom part. Again, careful with potential traps in the way. This is a very long segment of the spine. And the side is already disconnecting, that is nice to see. We should have also some connecting parts over here. There should be one
Gunner,
there.
5 minutes remaining in this shift. Get in while the getting's good. Weaver out.
And that is why I'm not a fan of the Salvage Runner. It takes ages to separate into parts, and later on all of the smaller parts are also going to take way too much time for my taste. Okay, so then we are back in the ship, and let's check anything I need to cut. There's one cutting point over there. On the side there should be, I think, another guide rail. Okay, that is what I expected. Oh, some more fuel. Nice. And even more fuel. Okay. So, now, let's get out here. And let's get started on the outer armor segments. So, those can just go directly
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
into the processor. There's usually nothing stuck to the sides of them, except for the front parts. They do tend to have those coolant tanks. And no, that's it. No coolant tank over there.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
So, general shape of the ship is the same as a normal Gecko, 3 wide and
Credits awarded.
slightly longer than a normal Gecko though, with all of those internal compartments. So that is what we are going to spend most of our time on. All of those little compartments with all of the floating debris that
Salvage secured.
was collected
Credits
beforehand
deposited.
by the Salvage Runner itself.
Object processed. Transferring credits. Salvage secured. Applying credit. Salvage deposit registered. Account credited. Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
And then there should be also
Salvage secured.
2 consoles. And we're basically done with the airlock.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
There. Okay, then we have those parts at the bottom.
Credits transferred.
We worry about the parts at the top in the next
There's
episode,
1
or
minute
next
left
shift.
on the clock, Cutter.
To be more
1
precise.
minute left.
So... let's try to pull the cockpit to the front. Seems to be stuck somewhat, huh? Okay, I will have to do a little bit of cutting then. Not sure what's the cause of this. This might be just a second here. I might have to actually cut this out even more. Okay, that did the trick. Very nice. At least, yeah, it's starting to move. Okay. And we are about 60% done. Yeah, this is going to take a decent chunk of time.
Hello, Shipbreaker. Please enjoy this inspirational message. The last 10% of a job takes as much energy as the first 90%, which is why it's so important to always give 110%.
Okay, time for the second shift. This hopefully should be more
I
efficient.
hope you're rested there, Kato. Don't want to repeat of yesterday.
Yes, Mr. Rhodes.
Let's practice some on-the-fly problem solving. Go get that reactor.
Yeah, but this reactor is so different.
What did we say about disagree and commit? Commit to the reactor.
Yes, I just need a minute.
Don't rush now, Kai. Don't mess it up 2 shifts in a row.
Okay, I got it.
No, you don't. Damn it, Kato. Back out of there. Quick, lack. It's melting down.
Oh, shoot! I'm sorry.
Fellas, you just vaporized a highly valuable object. He wasn't ready. You've been pushing my crew too far. We cannot have insufficient training of our teams. You're the one breaking protocol, making us skip training. Don't talk to me about protocol. Someone's got to foot the bill for screw-ups like this.
I'll be more careful next time. You can just add this to my debt.
Oh, I already have, kid. Now, I want you to punch out so you and I can have a one-on-one discussion.
Yes, sir.
The rest of you can carry on. Kato and I need to talk.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
And that was once again some story progression.
Transferring credits. Salvage goal
And
obtained. Additional reward
I'm not going to
assigned.
swallow yet. So
Salvage secured.
there.
Applying credit. Valuable object processed. Credits awarded. Salvage accepted. Credit applied. Salvage deposit Deposit registered. Account credited. Valuable object processed. Credits awarded. Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited. Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Processor deposit
So,
accepted.
that's the two radiation
Credits
filters.
awarded.
Let's burn them out as well. You have to be careful with the pipe. That could cause issues otherwise. Oh, let's see, anything stuck to it? No, not. Might as well also burn out the cockpit while I'm here.
Salvage destroyed. Don't do that.
Not connected yet. Oh, well, there is. I suspect something stuck to the top of it. So, similar to this one. Let's see what we are working with here. And then we have the barge. And I suspect those three here. And there is... This is annoying. Sometimes they will not properly disconnect even though you did everything right. So then... Yeah, was this one at the top there. For some reason this did not properly disconnect. So, last check. This is empty. For the most part at least, so we can put it to the side there.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited. Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Alright, then let's start on this control center here. And then we can get to the living quarters on the other side. A decent chunk of value just in this single room there. But we're already halfway done with the shift. We're just about getting started on the internal, so that is likely going to need a fourth shift even. Or at least a full third. Yes.
deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Salvage deposit registered. Account credited. Salvage accepted. Credit applied. Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage registered. Transferring credit.
And now I should be able to get this out of the way. Perfect. Okay, then in preparation for later, I might as well start burning out this side here.
Salvage destroyed.
Wait, not
Please
like
pay
that.
attention.
I wanted to grab that one. And I might want to get this access panel out of the way as well. That should give me nice access to all of this. Yeah, so first check anything stuck to the side. No, and then we can go over there. Wait, over there. So.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Cutter, ship's got about 5 minutes left in her. Let's make them count. Leave her out.
Object processed. Transferring credits. Salvage goal achieved. Rewards allocated.
So this is the official crew compartment.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
And the entire rest is just storage space, basically.
Salvage deposit confirmed.
With
Applying
lots of
credits.
garbage to handle.
Salvage secured. Applying credit. Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Alright, that's the crew compartment done. Except for the bottle over here. Oh. Then we have the central corridor. I don't think I can get to that from the top yet, so I will have to handle this later.
Credit applied.
Now, let's continue with the sides and the rest of the armor on the outside at least.
Deposit accepted for processing.
Okay, these parts I can get rid of directly. And these here I first need to actually separate properly. They aren't still connected via the connection points. Along the edge there, then here in the middle,
Salvage destroyed. Please avoid damaging valuables.
then on this edge. And then it separates out.
Processing object.
Took me a decent chunk of time until I figured out which connection points actually were necessary here to burn out. And now I can start grabbing everything on here. Can I start? Okay.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred. Salvage deposit registered.
So,
Account credited.
okay, tool. And that's this side done, more or less. We still have things like the hoist here, which I can get, for example, through this gap here. Another hoist or
Salvage
forklift here.
Transferring credits.
Can I get here through the...
Look sharp, Getter. 1 minute left on the clock.
Salvage deposit
So,
secured.
yeah, let's
Credits
concentrate on the
awarded.
second side here. And we have a nice little entrance here on the side. That's good.
Salvage secured. Account credit
let's-
applied.
Maybe get these here. Okay, that will have to be enough for this shift. And we're about halfway done.
Good morning, Shipbreaker. Your allocated shift time will be commencing.
Getter, I need to talk. Kaido's been up here going on 2 years now. Kid can't hit the broadside of a Gecko. You've seen how he is. But you know what? You tell him, Kai, you need to scan before you cut. And he says, yes, sir, I will. And you have that conversation 100 times. And you know that every time he says that, yes, sir, I will, you know he means it. That I put him in this position. Should I have set him on his way years ago? 22 years of LYNX. Don't even know what a lame old dog like me would do other than this. I'm blabbering on. What I wanted to say, Cutter, about the Bobcat and whatnot, yeah, I may be wrong about that. We were out.
And the story is starting to unveil a little bit further. Okay, third shift. And I suspect not the last one.
Morning, folks. Let's focus in and have a productive day now.
Kai, you good?
Yep. Kyle and I had a real good heart-to-heart yesterday. Right, Kai?
Yeah. All good.
So, what's the punishment? Docked pay, from a write-up, no sugar cubes for a month?
Nothing. No punishment. Kai and I just needed to talk mano a mano.
What does that even mean?
Keep mouthing off, Steiner, and you'll find out. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad y'all figured it out. Let's just get back to work.
Well, something smells fishy here. Yeah, that is going to be a major red flag later
Valuable
on.
object processed. Credits deposited. Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Okay. That's all on this side. We still have the central corridor to deal with, and this part here. But aside of that, we're pretty much done here. So then, let's see, where is the last use box? There. You over there. Okay, so then we have the power generator.
Salvage goal cleared. Rewards allocated.
And now let's just try separating this ship here.
Salvage deposited.
I
Applying
already
credit
cut
to
out
account.
the wall over there, so should be able to separate this out.
Salvage destroyed. Please refrain from damaging salvage.
Okay, that's looking good, and this is a bit too heavy. Or maybe I didn't get everything. There is also still a console in here I just saw. Got that. Nice hole over there, so that might as well.
Salvage deposit registered.
Why
Account
is this
credited.
not separating out properly? Is a problem with this part here, maybe? No. That looks fine. Oh, then let's try this one at a time. Oh, this is not either.
Raw material accepted.
Ah, now we're getting somewhere. Seems it was this part for some reason. Not sure why though. Just going to get this out of the way. This is crap. Okay.
Material accepted.
The console in there.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
And the poster. And another poster, and that is likely the reason I couldn't extract this a moment earlier. Yeah, now we're getting somewhere. Okay. So, you go over there. And then, this is already out of the way. Okay, then this one can go over there.
Deposit accepted for processing.
Oh, maybe let's give it a little manual push. Push. So, just like that.
Material deposited.
Okay, then we have another panel here. Just check if there is anything stuck to it. Yep.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Another rail guide.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
Oh, come on. You're kidding, right?
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded. Salvage
Okay, that's
accepted.
this side done.
Credit applied.
What do we have over here? Okay, Okay, that's the beginnings of the storage compartments here. Okay. Let's see how much I can burn out here.
Salvage is destroyed. Don't do that.
So, now let's see. Are they still connected? Oh, they were already moved out of the way.
Credits deposited.
Interesting. And we have a console.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Okay, this is just too heavy for me to move manually, but it is movable. Officially, at least. And the thrusters are damaged a little bit, but not too much of an
Salvage deposit secured.
issue.
Credits awarded.
Yeah. This is cleared out. And this is cleared out. Okay. So, that means this part here can be moved to the side. And I'm going to move it now just over here. I need to stop it before it gets too far over though. Since I don't want it to go into the process accidentally. It's just to get it out of the way for now. Now, while this is running, I might as well start on the next segment here. And that I need to cut this out here. Just very carefully due to the pipe.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
And now I can start grabbing all of the internals here. There we go. So. And then this one here. Oh, and I'm out of tethers.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Alright. This is your 5-minute warning, Cutter. 5 minutes left. We were out. Thank you for your purchase.
And I'm definitely going to need a buff shift at the rate it's going here.
Salvage accepted.
Yeah, anything left in here that's worth the effort? Oh, this one. And
Salvage
that's
secured.
about it, huh?
Applying credit.
Ah, looks like we're done here. So, now, careful with the cutting. Now I'm going to just cut over here. And here. And here. And here. And if I did this correctly, I should now have two halves. As I said, if I did this correctly, I should now have two halves. Just go a little connection there. I can... So, that was the wrong button. So, yeah, I can get this out of the way. So, you go over there. You go over there, hopefully without getting those nanocarbons.
Material deposited.
Okay, we might actually be able to do this in this shift. Let's see.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
Don't think so, especially with the heavy panels there. We might be able to get decently fast. Far with this. So that is enough access point there. Now let's get that.
Raw material deposited.
This done.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
This part done.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
We are moving in the right direction. So,
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
let's see. If we have the last milestone, then I'm not going to bother with a fourth shift, even if there is something left.
Deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
But
Salvage
I
deposit.
don't think that's going to...
You got 1 minute left. Time to shift your biscuits.
Ah, we have the last milestone. Okay, that worked.
Rewards maximized.
Nice. Maybe we're not going to get everything, but
Object accepted for processing.
enough.
Credits
Especially if I
deposited.
can use this to give the other part a little bit of an impulse. Let's just see how far we can get with this. Oh, and anything left? There is something for the furnace. And instead of that,
Deposit accepted.
we are done. Not going to bother with the fourth shift, even if it's still a bit of below 1 million. Okay, we are done. Rank 18. Very, very nice. And we have story.
Hello, Shipbreaker. You have 1 incoming
Rook, you hearing me? What happened out there with Kaido was garbage. Rhodes just constantly doubling down, pushing him. He's a bully. The only thing worse than corporate suits are middle management jerks who love stepping on everyone else. Just to climb the ranks. Even Weaver's given up. He knows Rhodes can do him in just like the rest of us. It's not right what's happening. And from what I see, none of us are safe. We need to do something. The other stations don't have it much better. This is going down everywhere. I'm not gonna stand by and let them kick us around like this anymore. We deserve better. Keep you posted. Lou out.
And the escalation begins. Or, well, continues in a sense.
Good morning, Cutter 9346.
So let's see. And we have the large
LYNX would
javelin
like to share the
tanker.
following inspirational message. The greatest reward in
Nice.
life is the chance to work hard at work worth doing.
Listen up, y'all. Believe it or not, I'm a little nervous to bring this up. But I can't take Rhodes' crap anymore. None of us are safe, and we need to do something.
You're not talking about this union stuff again, are you?
Oh, you bet I am. What other option do we have?
Lou? No. Hell no. I've seen these movements come and go, kid. They don't change a thing except get us regular folks into even more trouble.
Yeah, hold up now. You sure about this, Lou?
Sure as one can be, Weaver. He's even coming after you. You know that. After all you've done for them.
The Union? I can't get into any more trouble.
None of this is your fault. They're supposed to protect us. But the only thing they care about is their bottom line. So we need to hit them where it hurts.
Hold your damn horses. Lou, what are you suggesting?
It's called industrial action. A way to protest through our work. Look around you. We're expendable. We barely have a say in our futures.
I admire your fire, kid. But this is too much. I can't risk this. I got family to look after. I'm out.
I need to think about this some more. But I appreciate that you care, Lou.
Damn it.
They're just scared, Lou. I know where you're coming from, but is this really the right thing to do? Dang. Lou, I gotta go. Hal's coming up. Talk soon.
Well, Rook, there has to be a point where enough is enough. And this is mine. I wanted the whole crew on board. But we can get support elsewhere. I'll contact the union. I hope you'll be with us when it counts. Lou out.
Well, that escalated quickly. So let's see. Anything to worry about? Okay, we can upgrade our ship a little bit further.
I'm Shippy. I'm here to help you get this
Still
ship
need
out
some
of
more
here.
filters. Yeah, that is going to be annoying. And we have some more data to analyze, but yeah, not overly interesting right now. Yeah, with that said, I think we're done for today. And with that, we've reached the end of this episode here. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, share, and comment if you did, so it really helps with the algorithm. In the end of that, I wish you all a nice day, and well, see you